Okay, welcome back to Sky Factory 2.5, guys. Just finishing up processing a bunch of yellow right here. It's yellow, not cyan. And I figured I would show you guys pretty much how I'm processing it. Firstly, I'm getting it from the Magical Crops plants right there. And those are being crafted into the ores, like that. Then the ores are going into this cache right here. I've got 40 more in there. And I'm kind of doing half and half on my processing. Some of it goes here into the smeltery. That gives you 2 ingots per ore, which is pretty much what you want to go for, 2 to 1. And, wow, I'm getting really framey right there. The other half, if I don't feel like using the smeltery, is the induction smelter. You can get 2 to 1 from the induction smelter fairly quickly. It makes probably 2 or 3 a second if you do it that way. Well, 2 or 3 iterations per second at 2 to 1 ratio. 2 ingots per 1 ore, but it also takes a piece of sand and the power to run the machine. So, I figured I'd show you the outputs here. So regular grinding, pulverizing, any of that business, you're going to expect to get 2 to 1. And just regular smelting or putting it in a furnace of some sort, you're going to get 1 to 1. So regular smelting, 1 to 1. 1 ingot per 1 ore. Pulverizing, 2 to 1. Induction smelter, this is where it starts to get pretty good. So you can get 3 for 1 if you use cinnabar in the induction smelter. You also get rich slag back 75% of the time. And then if we go to the next page, we see that you use the rich slag with yellowite, and you can get 3 to 1 again and get regular slag. These are a bit slower though. This is the one I'm using. It only uses 1600 RF to complete the process. These are 4000 each if you look at those, just so you can judge how long they take. So the 1600 RF sand and yellowite makes 2 to 1. It's pretty quick. That's the one I'm using. So 3 to 1 there. If you're not worried about how long it takes or a couple of extra materials for the process, that's where you want to go. If you don't want to use the furnace and you're looking for saving power for some reason or another, you can also use a QED to get 3 to 1 with just a piece of coal extra. But I'm pretty sure these take a little longer. I don't know the exact time on this. I haven't tested it, but I'm pretty sure the QED is a little slower. If you're looking for additional outputs that are not yellowite, this is pretty much your only option. You can get cyanite 5% of the time, maybe a little more than that percent chance if you're using the correct material here. You can use the dark steel ball instead of flint. That will increase the chance of that, I believe. But you can get 2 to 1 plus a random cyanite dust with this. So if you're looking for cyanite to use to make a turbine later, you can use this option. But I'm sticking to smeltery and induction furnace, induction smelter. That's my go-to. So let's take the rest of this that I've processed here. Let me just check the box again. There's a little bit more right there. And take this over to our reactor, which now should be fully filled. I've been converting all of the ingots I'm making into blocks just so it would fill up faster. So we're sitting at 100% full. And I want to just kick this thing on real quick and see what it's made of, technically speaking. Run it up all the way to 100% of its output and see what kind of see what kind of numbers we're looking at. And also I want to get the number that it's going to output for future reference whenever I start filling this thing in with more diamond blocks. I want to see if it's actually increasing the efficiency or the power output or anything like that. So, multi-purpose video. Also for you guys just to enjoy so you can see what the heck is going on while I'm not doing achievement book kind of stuff. So we're at 100% full. Let me Get rid of the NEI there for a second. 60 fuel rods all the way across. Max capacity, a lot. It is totally full on fuel. Well, it's barely short. It's like 600 millibuckets short, which is not enough to add more ingots, I guess. It's not taking any more in, so that's totally full as it's going to get. 502 on the waste. Can we tell it to eject? Okay. It's going to auto-eject anyway whenever it runs up another ingot of cyanide there. And that'll get processed back into plutonium here. But let's go ahead and kick this thing on and check out our numbers. Do not auto-eject. Yes, auto-eject. Alright, activate. Temperature immediately up to 1800 plus. Alright, just over, well, yeah, just over 2000. According to the calculator I looked up online, whenever I built this, the core heat was supposed to be fairly high, but the casing heat should only get to about 1900 and something, like mid 1900s, maybe slightly higher. It looks like it's not even going to get that high. It's still climbing, but very slowly. And we're looking at 630 and climbing RF per tick. 1000, that is, RF per tick. 642, 3, 4. It's going to keep going. So efficiency, we're at, well, reactivity, we're at 590%, holding right above 590. Casing heat, we're pretty much leveled off at 1520. No, it's still climbing very slowly. 24, 5. Output is holding steady, 663,000 per tick, just a little over. Almost 664,000 now. So I guess it's still climbing. 29, 30, okay, 29 and a half. Looks like 1530 is as high as it's going. Unless it's going to climb very, very slowly, yeah. So it's having trouble getting hotter than that. So that's about our number that we're going to look for right there. 665,000. Let's check out our energy core up here. Our power core. Oh, the rain's eating me food. Alright, bottom right corner there, you can see that. We're past 1 billion already. Going on 2 billion. And there's 2 billion and counting. Still got a long way to go. But if I leave this thing running, if I leave this reactor going and keep it fueled, which it hasn't even taken another piece of fuel yet. If I keep it running and fueled, yeah, 1530, it pretty much is hanging right there. If I keep it running and fueled, let me start the sentence a fourth time, then it should fill that entire ball in about 1.5 to 2 days. Oh, it's kicking out the cyanide, but it's not taking more fuel. Is it just burning off what it has in there and not... Oh, it's already got a stack in there, that's why. Okay, what if I pull this? Will it take the ingots first? No, it wants more blocks. Okay, let me take all the blocks out. Take ingots first. Because they can... they fit in there more often. Alright, 1529, 1530, yeah, that's right where it's going to sit. Core heat, 2470, 2.5. Peaks up into 3 just a little bit. So it's not quite what the online calculator / builder thing told me it was going to be, but it's not terrible. 13 millibuckets per tick out for fuel. Alright, so there's our numbers. If you guys want to build one of these yourself, or compare my numbers later to this, that's the numbers to look at. We might need to build a second reprocessor here. Actually, I'm pretty much guaranteed that I'm going to do that. I just need to get one little power cable in front of this one, and one fluid conduit in front of that one, and one item conduit in front of this one. I can just place it right there. You know what? Let's do that. Give me back my NEI. Reprocessor. What is the... Oh yeah, I can make one of these real quick. Fairly easy recipe, and it's raining. It's been raining for a long time. Let's sleep to get maybe some of my FPS back real quick. It's been dropping down lately. I don't know if it's because of the ball I just built. That energy core might be doing it. Wouldn't doubt it, but it might not be. Okay, did we need yellowite for this? We just need a fuel rod. I think I had some extras of that in here. Yeah, I did. So we just need 2 pistons, which we can auto craft like so. 1, 2. Oh, nope. There you go. Then I'll grab some pipes and hook it up. And we can double our cyanite processing speed. Whoa, hitting a tree here. Alright. Where are all of my ducts and pipes and things? I need 2 of those, and cryostabilized flux duct. That should be enough stuff. So let's put the reprocessor directly in front of this one. We're going to tell it to get, well, nothing from the left. That's where the power is coming from. Input to the bottom, water to the top, export to the right. Power line. Instantly full. Item conduit there and there. We want to set this to... Dang it, come on. Can't shift click it. Nope. This mouse is not very good at moving just a little bit. Ah, dang it. Use my other mouse. Nope. And yes, I do have 2. I have a second mouse that's always hooked up. There we go. Second mouse for the win. Okay. One is a laser mouse, wireless, and the other one is a wired laser mouse. The wireless one cuts off fairly quickly to save battery, so if you slightly move your mouse after letting it sit for just a second, it doesn't realize that you've moved it until you move it quite a bit, and then you can't make fine adjustments to your position of your mouse. But the other one stays on all the time because it has a wire to it, and that's the one I use for League because it has less downtime. Alright, we're going to say always active, not that it matters. Insert here, because we're exporting there, waste comes out, goes into these. This is export, always export to there, and then we're going to put our fluid conduit right there. Let's give this water. Water's full, power's full, everything's hooked up. Let's grab half of these and just split them to there like that. And I'm going to set this back here to round robin. That way it'll evenly distribute these two, and they can both run in parallel instead of one being full and the other one not doing anything. They eventually will both be full, though. This thing's going to start kicking out cyanite like it's free. Well, technically it kind of is for it, because I'm giving it all the fuel. Have we started on blocks yet? Yeah, we're already into blocks. It burned through that stack of ingots already. Anyway, so that's all I wanted to do. Whoa, hello. that's all I wanted to do this episode. I'm going to automate sending the yellowite from the ME system to here with an ender chest, just so this entire system is autonomous. And I will probably export the plutonium back to the ME system with a second chest here, but I might not need to. This might stay here to use for the reactor turbine, whenever we make a turbine. Because I at least have to make one to get a couple of achievements done in the book. But that's a later episode. Anyway, just a little short one this time. Until next time, you guys have fun playing in your own world. Maybe leave some comments, let me know how your reactor is running. And tell me how bad of a job I did building this one. But it's going to be filled with diamonds fairly soon. Well, not fairly soon, but eventually we're going to fill this thing with diamonds. Yep, but until next time, guys, I will see you later. Have a good day.